play a shot of that story to bring you this developing story. Now, Minister of Police Bheki Cele is joining operations in areas where gang violence has become a cause for concern. This visit by the minister falls again at the backdrops of weeks of gang violence in the province, which has seen the deployment of 200 additional police officers to fight crime. 2 weeks ago, 10 people died in Mfuleni as gang violence escalated in the Western Cape. Newsroom Africa's Nasipi Same is walking with the minister and joins us live now. Nasipi, what has the minister managed to uncover in his walk?
Well, Bongi, I think what's important to note is that the minister has been in the Western Cape since Wednesday, and he had promised that he will be joining part of some of the operations that will be conducted in the few days or during the weekend rather. And he is here in Mfuleni, as you mentioned. About 2 weeks ago, this very community was rocked by a shooting where it left 10 people dead. And we obviously saw an escalation or an increase in police visibility, and a special task team that is currently working in uncovering who is behind those various shootings. But I am now joined by the Minister of Police, Bheki Cele. Thank you so much for joining us. You're live on Newsroom Africa. Minister, let's talk about today's operation. Will you just be conducting these walkabout operations, seeing that gang violence or gun violence is escalating in the Western Cape?
I'm not sure about escalation since we're here. We started these operations on Wednesday. We arrived here Tuesday night. Almost every day we're on the road from 2 p.m. to 2 to 4 a.m. So the impact that the operations have made is beginning to tell. For instance, since we started on Thursday, 400 people have been, outstanding people have been arrested. All over the province, 492 of them have been arrested. 36 of them wanted for the very serious cases like murder, rape and others. Last night alone, 5 firearms were found and 5 people were arrested. So it's an impact that you would not have done with this kind of visibility. But besides that, the community says, we're happy we're here, we're happy to see you, increase more, stay longer. We're not going to tell how long we're going to stay, but we're not going to appear for the short time.
Minister, you're talking about the impact, but just yesterday in Worcester, we have been seeing a video that is circulating of gang violence. A well-known community in Worcester, notorious for its gang violence, Avon Park. What are the plans for that particular community? Because we do understand that the 200 deployed officers will be deployed in the metro. What happens to communities outside of the metro that are also gang-ridden?
We are directed by the crime stats where to go. For instance, here in Cape Flats, we have 8 notorious police stations. This is one of them. Mfuleni. We were at Khayelitsha yesterday, we were at Kraaifontein and all that. And then we shift the resources according to those problems in that particular town. Worcester has been giving us problems. We have responded to Worcester. If Worcester again comes and joins this 8, that's what we'll do. The members of the South African police that we have brought here, 200 of them, we have kept them highly mobile to move them where it's needed. So we have heard the story that we are telling now, and planners and the commanders are working on response to that particular thing. But more than anything, we are on that station that have been permanently troublesome. Hence, we have been Khayelitsha, we have been Kraaifontein, we are here today, and we'll be on other places that are giving us that problem. But we'll respond wherever there is a new upsurge of gangsterism.
Minister, the issue of gun violence rather, and illegal ammunition circulating in these communities that you touch on in the Western Cape, particularly on the Cape Flats, many community leaders have raised that it has become a problem where you find that there's illegal guns circulating in their communities. back in the early 2000s, we had an operation like Operation Situnya, specifically targeting ammunition and also illegal guns. Will we be seeing such operations resurfacing during this time?
We might not have called it Operation Situnya. As I'm saying to you yesterday, we found 5 firearms because there is a forecast. People that die here, they die basically on 2 kind of weapons. Firearms, basically they'll be illegal, and unfortunately the matter about knives have increased. Last weekend 18 people here were killed by knives. So we do need to concentrate. Unfortunately, the prosecution has not looked very closely on the knife matter. Fully agree with you that the operations focused on illegal firearms, the special forces that you see here, the warrant of arrest. For instance, yesterday we had 12 warrant of arrest. 10 of those people have been found. As I'm saying, 5 one night, and 2,000, by the way, of ammunition, of bullets have been found. Indeed, is a concentration that we need to continue, and the operation. Sometimes those are the operations that we shall not shout about them, but continue to do them.
We have to let the minister go, but we will be catching up with him just later on. He will be also talking to us about some of the issues that the Western Cape, particularly the Cape Flats, is challenged with. Earlier on, just this week, he said that crime in the Western Cape is a problem, saying that there are a number of challenges that are obviously standing in the way of police conducting their operations. But just in the recent days, the minister is saying that they've seen a number of arrests, targeted operations in these various communities that seem to be very troublesome on the Cape Flats, and also Worcester just emerging, which is outside of the Cape Metro, where we will be seeing these 200 officers that have been deployed into the province to quell the gang violence.
All right, that's our reporter Nasipi Samade coming to us live from Mfuleni. There is Police Minister Bheki Cele continues to monitor the operations there.